This is the Negro Ninja, and this is going to be part 6 to my Consequences of Being Bold series. And in the last Bold series video, I left off by saying that there was this whore complaining, saying that I should be more discreet. I'm like, how can I be discreet when you don't want to let everybody know that I'm looking at you? Okay. You don't know how to deal with the power. You can't handle the power. You got to let everybody know by bragging because everything about a hoe is all about ego. Okay. And that's why snakes are able to slither up in that. And, they come, they humble themselves, and they boost that ego. Okay, that's the basis of manipulating these hoes. Make a hoe feel like she's in control. Make her feel less threatened by you. Okay. And you don't make a whore feel threatened by being dangerous. They love that. Ooh, I feel comfortable that this nigger's dangerous. Oh my gosh. Okay. They think the opposite of you when you're bold. Okay. The way they should feel about a dangerous man is how they feel about you for being bold. And we know that boldness is all the things that is righteous, because there are scriptures that prove it. The righteous man is as bold as a lion. Or, I'm paraphrasing, but find the scripture. But I can't do it like that. I got to let y'all know the scripture since I said it. All right, and that is Proverbs 28:1. The wicked man flee when no one pursues, but the righteous are as bold as a lion. See, that's because hoes are wicked. Okay, so she's telling me I need to be more discreet. Okay, but she's not telling me why. Okay, now I put two and two together because a dude basically told me, "Hey, bro, somebody's slandering your name." Okay, and he also let me know when they were having a meeting about me, not the official meeting, just like people that work around me, you know, talking about me behind my back. Okay, so he let me know a few things. He was one of the only people that actually looked out for me. He did the opposite of what this whore did by saying, you need to be more discreet. Okay, now he was basically saying that people are working against you. She was basically letting me know people are working against me in a cowardly way. But once again, she's a part of this matrix. So she did not say anything to help me. That was more like a warning that did not help me. Okay. That was a warning that did not help me. And when you're bold, okay, it gives people the opportunity to plan because you just right there, okay, and you're not catching them off guard. Okay, you catch them off guard when you show up, but they got a lot of time to think. Okay, you there, so they got a lot of time to think, just like a hoe. When you give a whole time to think about something, they always think of the wrong ways to do something. It's weird. Okay. So you giving these people an opportunity to spin your boldness to their benefit, because boldness is mysterious to a lot of people. Okay. Boldness is greatness. Okay. If you look at let's look at that word again. If you look at the definition of a person or hold up, of a person, action, or idea, showing an ability to take risks, confident and courageous. These are all the things you need to succeed. Okay. Okay. Having a strong or vivid appearance. You got the look. Okay. And you got the mindset and fortitude to do this. Okay. That's very powerful. Greatness. Okay. Everything it takes to be great. That's what that is. Okay. And a lot of people don't know what greatness is. Okay. So people are ready to believe anything about it, which is why that dude started slandering me, trying to slander my name. You know, they'll believe anything about something that they don't know. Okay. And once again, people try to do it in different type of ways. Some people try to spin your greatness to work to their advantage. And I already told y'all this a lot of times over the years. People will use me to get pussy. Okay, like how I was saying, people will be like, "Oh, he wants your number," and I'm like, "Hold on, what? She gave you her number?" Yeah, I just said that you wanted it. Yeah, I just said that you like her, so she gave me some free chicken. Okay, and I was always wondering because you got to think about the past. Okay, the enemies never change; they do the same thing over and over. Okay, there's nothing new under the sun. The Matrix is the Matrix from the day it was created. and from the day God destroys it. Okay, so we ain't there with God destroying it just yet. Okay, but this is what they do. Okay, they'll try to ride off of you. They'll try to, you know, leech off of you. And when you're bold, okay, you're very attractive to energy vampires. Now we saw this with the hoes. Okay, hoes will look at you, if you're handsome and all this type of stuff, and they try to think of ways to control that, using the friend zone, trying to string you along and etc. Okay. Then you got people that like to, you know, spin stories off of you, whether it's positive or negative, to make either try to make you look bad or make them look good. Okay. Like how the buff dude was basically showing hoes all the flex pictures that we was doing at the gym. Okay. At first it was on the Snapchat. Okay, then he'll see the hoes at work and they'll be talking, yeah, man, y'all crazy when y'all work out. Y'all intense. I didn't know he looked like that. And then I'm the conversation piece now. Now they're telling him things about me that they would never tell me to my face. Okay, just out the blue they wouldn't. I would have to bring it up out of them. Okay, wow, he got a nice body. Okay, now this is stuff that I suspect that they was, saying anyway. Okay, if they noticed that I had a nice body, but I'm like, that's what hoes do. They don't want to tell you. Women instinctively work in a very strange and criminal way. It's like the black market. You don't see a lot of stuff going on, but it's a lot of stuff going on. Okay, a lot of stuff happening under the radar, stuff that you should have that they give to other people, such as those compliments, and he's using that to make himself look better, trying to make it seem like he sculpted me out of clay and said, "Here's the Negro Ninja. This is one of my fictional characters." Okay, wow, that's an excellent character. Look at how he looks. He's so hot. Okay, that's some crazy junk right there. Okay, they try to spin it to benefit them. Okay, trying to take away people try to take away your blessings, and this is why people are prone to doing witchcraft. And that's what witchcraft is all about: trying to stop stuff, trying to stop your flow, trying to stop your prosperity, your destiny. Okay, but once again, there really is no loss because they will not be able to do that to godly people. These are just people in that matrix, and the matrix is nobody's friend. Okay, and the matrix don't even really treat those people right. It just has a use for them. Okay, so that's just how that operates. Okay, and you be wondering why stuff is not happening. Like, well, the hoes like me, but why isn't this happening? Lots of stuff behind the scenes. Like at the other warehouse, not, I'm sorry. Like, yeah, I was, but at any job with hoes is all the same. But it was this corporate job I had. And it was essentially the same thing, except these women was more classy. And if they told anyone, they're not gonna tell everybody. Like their warehouse job, all the hoes gotta let everybody know, oh, he looking, because they're not used to nothing. They're not used to this power. Okay, a hoe get they feel the power a little bit, and I gotta announce it to the world. I have the power. I'm like, technically you don't. Okay, I still have the power. Okay, you have nothing. So stop telling people that it's yours. Okay, and you cannot trust a hoe that cannot keep things between you two, like I said in the previous videos. Okay, because she can keep things away from you, but things that should be between you two. Why she got to let everybody know? Why it got to be for everybody? Why it can't just be for you? Okay, so like higher level women, they would just keep it in the clique that they're with. They'll just be like, tell their friend, and all the chicks that they'll send around will, start liking you even more or whatever. So it's a little different. But at the same time, you're still bold, and people that you want to notice you is going to notice you. But at the same time, people that you don't particularly care for will also notice you. Okay. And people that don't particularly care for you will also notice you. So that goes hand in hand. If you don't like them, they don't like you. That's just a fact. Okay. That's just a promise. If you don't like them, they don't like you. And they're already thinking of ways, how can I use this to my advantage? Or how can I stop this nigga? Once again, when you're bold, okay, let's look at some words again. You're eye-catching. You're strong, bright, vivid, striking, conspicuous. Okay. And you just catch their eyes for all the wrong reasons. Okay. For all the wrong reasons. All right. And the people don't have no good intentions. Okay. And when people see all this power, they think, oh, it's storming now. That's why these witches and warlocks are up running about. You know, the rainbow zombies is actually still outside. I seen a nigga leave at 3:30, and then they standing out there in the parking lot. I'm like, oh. But anyway, that's the type of stuff I'm talking about right there. These are energy vampires as well. Rainbow zombies are natural energy vampires because they're trying to steal a man's masculinity and try to put that skittle spirit in them. Okay. But that's what it's like when you're bold. You just stand out, you know. Just like how M. Bison wants Ryu's power in Street Fighter Alpha 3. Okay. It's the same thing. People try to take stuff and use it for them. So they think, oh, this power, I should have it. You know, they're jealous. Okay, so they're jealous. Okay. And once again, it's the same stuff. Like my complaint at that job was hoes be on my nuts. Okay. And it be chicks that know it be like a lot of sexual tension. Okay. And then I noticed that this new guy came now who was fattish. Okay. He wasn't particularly dusty, but he had, you know, he was somewhat clean or whatever, you know, but he didn't have pecs and nothing. He was just kind of chunky or whatever. And when I first saw him, he gave me the vibe that he was a rainbow zombie, like he was, you know, swing both ways. So I didn't say nothing to him. I'm like, you know how you usually say hey to people, and I'm like, I don't want to say nothing because nigga might get the wrong impression. So I just didn't do it, you know, because you know sometimes people don't say nothing to me anyway. So I'm like, why I got to say something to people that I don't want to say hey to at that moment or whatever. I'm not sure how he swings, so I'm not gonna say nothing. So then I noticed that he just started looking, and every time I look up, I see him around all the chicks that I have sexual attention with, because women will come in that room just because I'm in there a lot of times. Okay, sometimes I see them more times than I need to see them in that room. Like she come in here a lot, and he around all them hoes. Okay, and there was one particular hole that I was describing in this video called. Matter of fact, watch this video as a supplement because this explains that into more detail because I was talking about while it's fresh. See the name of that video. Hold on. Dang, I did a lot of videos. Hold on. That ain't gonna work fast. All right, so the supplementary video to this would be called I Tried Not to Notice It, but God Shows Me Anyway. Okay, so just watch that and fill in all the gaps. Okay, and I was just like, this chick here, you know, always flirt with me. She been flirting with me for 3 months. This nigga been here for 2 weeks and he's inferior. He don't look nowhere near as good. No superhero physique. He looks like a rainbow zombie. And, you know, she was trying to hide the fact that she gave that nigga the number and stuff. Like, you got to really watch that video. You have to watch it. I'm like, why does it feel like I'm being. Because once again, I was like, whatever. It ain't my business. I don't know these hoes like that anyway. It ain't like I'm dating nobody. But even when I was in that warehouse job, when people was like, hey, man, you know, you got the juice, man. And they'll be like, you know, this chick over here talking. I said, why should I care? Because they was basically telling me that chicks be doing stuff wrong to a nigga. She over here talking to that dude, you know, like they, cause they be watching me 24/7. Hey, the girls love you, you know. So people see what is wrong, but people don't want you to know it. That's all in the few times, one of the few times where people actually was telling me or confirming hunches that I had, you know, and it started at that job. So I don't technically hate nobody at that job, technically due to that though, but they kind of annoying. So anyway, I was just like, that's some BS, you know, and that's people like that is able to do that because they're riding off of all the tension that you had built up with that B. Okay, you would be very surprised at the sorcery people do now. I don't know exactly what you call what they do, but I see what they're doing. Okay, I just don't know the names for what they're doing. Okay, that's some wizardry. Okay, dudes will try to, they always look around to see, which chicks is full, because a chick will take the energy and give it to another dude, hoes are robbers themselves. Okay, a hoe does not mind, the build up. She'll walk off with everything. Okay, like a hoe at a gambling, at a casino. Okay, like a hoe counting numbers or whatever the heck they do to cheat, and then just walk off with all the money. That's how they do stuff. Okay, and just get the money to somebody else. That's how they operate. And these niggas essentially operate like a cat burglar, doing it right in front of your face. And once again, based off of what I just said about that previous warehouse job with the dude, you know, using me to start conversations and stuff. He talked to the hoes anyway. They like him because he seemed to start drama and all that type of stuff, or carry drama. Because I seen him talking before and stirring up drama. I was like, so they like dudes that bring the drama. So the hoes like him anyway. Okay, and he just riding off all the Negro Ninja. Look at his pecs and stuff, and they was all giving him the energy that should have been given me. Okay, and this also explains why you see so many women with rainbow zombie boyfriends. Now that right there is proof enough right there. You do not know how many dudes that she is effing behind this nigga's back. Well, actually not behind his back. At this point, women don't even really cheat unless you're decent. Okay, so you better believe he know everything she doing, and he sent her there to do sad things. Go and gather as much energy that you can from these straight dudes and give it back to that's what they do. Okay, I know the game. I know how they operate. God has opened my eyes to this BS. Okay, He has trained me to see this BS, which is why I'm telling you niggas. Okay, and going back, these hoes don't know how to handle boldness. Okay, greatness is a mystery to a lot of people. That's why when people try to emulate, they don't know exactly what it takes to make you great. Like how people try to emulate me as the Negro Ninja. And I be catching them in the act. I'm like, this nigga here just stole the concept, but he ain't got no substance with it. Even if they copied me word for word, they still can't do it. Okay, they cannot do it because there's a certain conviction that you have because you know stuff and believe it. They can't. I'm telling you, man. So going back, you will be surprised at how much dudes talk about you to open up another hole, to open up holes or whatever. Okay, but once again, like this dude here is so suspect that every time I'm going near a chick that I usually have the sexual attention with or whatever, I always see him and he did like this. I'm like, why he looking at me like that? Like he's stealing something that belongs to me or something. What the heck? I'm just going to the bathroom. And matter of fact, how come every time I'm going doing the usual rounds of what I'm able of what my task is, I always see this nigga about to said shit like he praying on her. Like she'll be minding her own business. But as I see it from, the first person view, it looks like he just, like he's slithering. I'm like, this dude here is just weird. Because every time you see me, he's the same response every time you see me. And once again, he's doing that because I'm heterosexual. He mad that, when people see you the first time, okay, you may rub them the wrong way because, they're trying to say, is this nigga straight or is he. And since I didn't say hey to him, it rubbed him the wrong way because I know that he's suspect. So they'll try to you do what them niggas at the gym do when they see hoes looking at you. They'll try to talk to the hoe. They be trying to stop a nigga's prosperity. That's some wizardry. That's some sorcery. That's why I was saying what I said earlier. And since this is a 20-minute video, I'm finna wrap it up here. And this has been the Negro Ninja bringing you your Negro message for today. Negro out.